Hi, I'm Liv.
And I'm Angus, and we are both physiotherapy students, and we will be running through a dumbbell strength-orientated exercise class with you today.
The purpose of this exercise class is to help activate your muscles and build strength, which can help improve your ability to perform daily tasks and increase your energy levels.
This exercise class will be roughly 30 minutes, which aligns with the Australian government recommendations of exercise for those over 65, and will include a warm-up, exercises, and a cool-down.
It's important that during the exercise class, if you feel unwell, dizzy, or find anything painful, it's important to tell someone and cease exercise, or you can have a break and join back in when you can.
We hope you have fun and enjoy the exercise class and feel energized with exercise.
Now we'll start the warm-up. A warm-up is a great way to loosen the body, warm those muscles, and prepare for the exercises to come. Follow along with the music.
With our first warm-up, we're going to do a push and pull movement with both arms. With the second warm-up, with one arm reach upwards and then arch to one side. The third warm-up, we are just pumping our arms, so touching our shoulders. The next warm-up is reaching upwards with both arms like a shoulder press. Now moving on to the lower body, with one leg, slide your foot out and back in. Now with both knees together, rock them side to side. Moving down towards the ankles, we are just going to rock up and down on our ankles. For our last warm-up, we are just going to kick one leg out at a time. Don't you have to hold it? No. Alright, okay, go. We'll now start the exercise section. Follow along to the exercises demonstrated on the screen. If you are able and confident to stand, you can follow the standing exercises, but if not, follow with the seated exercises. If you are standing and at any point feel you need to sit down, do so and continue with the seated exercise. For those standing, ensure you have a chair behind you and your walking aid or table in front of you for support. For the exercises, we are going to work out for 30 seconds with a 10-second break and repeat. We are going to do this for each exercise. For our first exercise, we are going to shadow box. This is us just punching outwards with our weights. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
And now rest for 10 seconds. For the second exercise, we are mimicking climbing our ladder with just our arms while holding the weights. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
And now rest for 10 seconds. Now we are just going to do a bicep curl, bending your elbows and bringing the weight towards your shoulder. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
And now rest for 10 seconds. Now we are going to squeeze the weights in our hand for approximately 5 seconds and relax, and then repeat. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
And now rest for 10 seconds. Now, resting your arm on your leg, we are going to do wrist curls, similar to the bicep curls, but we are just flexing at the wrist. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
And now rest for 10 seconds. Now we're going to do some shrugs. With your arms by your side and holding the weight, we're going to raise our shoulders up. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
And now rest for 10 seconds. Okay, so now we are just going to do some marching. We can do that sitting down with the weights on our knees or standing up with the weights by our side. If you are standing up, ensure that you have a chair, your gait aid, or a table to support you at the front. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
And now rest for 10 seconds. For this exercise, if you are seated, we are going to place a dumbbell between your legs and step over back and forth as shown. If you are standing, you are holding the weights by your side and stepping side to side. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
And now rest for 10 seconds. So now we are going to do some heel raises. If you are seated, you're going to have a weight on each knee and raise your heels off the floor onto your tippy toes. If you are standing, you will hold onto a chair, a table, a gait aid, or something sturdy to hold your balance, and again, raise onto your toes. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
And now rest for 10 seconds. Now we are going to work out our hamstrings, the muscles on the back of our thigh. If you are seated, you're going to use one leg and dig your heels into the ground and hold for roughly 5 seconds, then relax and then repeat. If you are standing, you are again holding onto a chair, table, or gait aid or something to hold onto and raising your heel towards your bottom. And now rest for 10 seconds.
And now start the second set.
You have now finished your exercises. Now have a rest.
Now we have finished the exercises, we'll finish by completing a cool down. A cool down is a great way to bring the body back to a resting state. Please follow along with the cool down on the screen.
To start off with our cool down, we are going to begin by rolling our shoulders backwards. Now roll the shoulders forwards. Now we're going to pull one arm across our chest and hold. Now switch arms. Now back with the other arm. Now one last time on the other arm. Now we are going to do some shrugging by bringing both shoulders towards our ears. Now we are going to do a rainbow stretch. By raising one arm above our head and leaning to the side and holding that stretch, we are going to alternate each sides back and forth. Now moving on to our wrists, with both wrists, roll them in a circular motion. While seated, we are now going to raise our heels off the floor onto the balls of our feet, up and down. Now with one leg, straighten your knees, sliding your foot across the floor and back in, and alternating on both legs. We're going to finish our cool down by doing some deep breathing. We're going to take a deep breath in and hold, and then slowly release and repeat. So breathe in, hold, and slowly breathe out. Breathe back in, hold, and slowly breathe back out. And again, Breathing in, holding, and slowly breathing back out again.
Thanks for participating in this exercise class. If your muscles in the coming days feel a little bit sore, that's completely normal. It just shows that you've been working hard. We hope you enjoyed.